Hello everyone, welcome to your lesson on factoring quadratic expressions. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about quadratics again. This is your last lesson on quadratics. Yay! Woo woo! So we're just going to talk about factoring, which is a pretty simple lesson if you pay attention. Okay, so factoring quadratics. You know how to write x plus 3 times x plus 4 as x squared plus 7x plus 12. And for those of you who don't understand how that goes, it's basically saying that we do what we would do in any parentheses, distribute our numbers. So you have x squared plus 4x plus 3x plus 12. And when you combine your like terms, you get x squared plus 7x plus 12. And that's why this here equals 7. So just a quick refresher for some of you that may have gotten lost, because that had to do with a previous lesson. So the next thing we need to know is the expressions x plus 3 and x plus 4 binomials, because they have two terms. The expressions x squared plus 7x plus 12 is a trinomial because it has three terms. You can use factoring to write a trinomial as a product of binomials. So taking the trinomial, which has three terms, and making it into two binomials, which has a set of two parentheses. So to factor x squared plus bx plus c, find integers m and n such that. So this may not make sense to you right now, but this makes sense if you look at it when I teach it. X squared plus bx plus c equals x plus m and x plus n. So x squared plus m plus n, x plus m n. So the sum of m and n must equal b, and the product of m and n must equal c. So when you multiply the two numbers, m and n, they should equal out to c. And then when you add them or subtract them, add or subtract them, they will come out to b. Okay, so the example equation we have here is x squared plus 6x plus 8. So in your mind, you want to think, okay, what two numbers, when I multiply, I get 8. And when I add or subtract, I get 6. And in this case, you'll be adding. And you'll get positive 6. So if you go down and you think about the multiples, or if you just write them out like I do. Yeah, 1 plus 8 equals 9. You have 2 plus 4 equals 6. And those are ones that would equal, 8 and 6, if you think about it. I always say write the multiples of c. So if you write the multiples of c, you could see where that goes. And I'll show you how to do that. So you have 2 plus 6, which is 2 plus 4 gives you 6. And 2 times 4 gives you 8. So there goes your answer right there. When you multiply these two numbers, they give you 8, and when you add them, they give you 6. And that's how you would factor this equation. So once again, what multiplies to give you 20? And when you add them, it gives you negative 9. Here's what I mean when I say write out the multiples. If you take the equation x squared minus 9x plus 20, and if you look at your multiples, such as the multiplication chart, what numbers do you multiply to get 20? I'm going to start with 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 3, no, 4 and 5. That's pretty much it to get 20. So these three here, which ones would, if I add them or subtracted them, I would get 9. Immediately, 4 and 5 sticks out to me. However, I need a negative 9 because that's what it states here. Well, I know that it could be negative 4 plus negative 5 would give me negative 9. So in my answer, or the factor of this equation, will be x minus 5 and x minus 4 would equal 0. So that means in order for this to equal out to 0, my x here might be positive 5, and my x here might be positive 4. And it'd be 5 minus 4, 0, 4 minus 4, 0, which would equal out to 0. That's what it is. Okay. Once again, what two numbers do you multiply to get 12? All right. So write out your multiples. I normally write them out as a factor tree sometimes. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. Now, which set here, if I was to add or subtract them, would I get 4? Because now I know what it would be when I multiply them, which ones would I add, and it would be subtracting. So I would have to, it would have to be 6 subtract 2 would give us positive 4. So our answer here would be x plus 6 and x minus 2 equals 0. And our x's would be the opposite of whatever that is, because then it comes out to 0. Okay. And just another one that you guys can look at if you need to. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. And I do look forward to seeing your progress in class. If this is still not clicking, rewatch the video or come see me on my Zooms at 10:30 and 1:30 every day, Monday through Friday. Right? Have a good one. Algebra done.